If you're watching this, there's something powerful inside you. A quiet fire, a voice that whispers, keep going. That inner strength, the will to rise, to endure, to grow. That's what separates those who dream from those who overcome. Welcome to Legacy Pathway, where stories come to life, and where your path to purpose is illuminated by the resilience of those who walk before you. In today's powerful journey, we explore the timeless forces of resilience and perseverance. These aren't just words. They're the defining traits of every person who's ever turned pain into progress, struggle into strength, and setbacks into success. Title: Resilience and Perseverance, the Power to Rise Again. Get ready to witness stories of transformation, real people, real battles, and the relentless spirit that refused to give up. Before we dive into the stories, let's understand the foundation. Resilience is your ability to bounce back after being knocked down. It's the emotional muscle that absorbs pain, grief, and failure, and still finds the strength to move forward. Perseverance is your steady push, the refusal to quit, even when everything says you should. Together, these traits don't just shape character, they shape destinies. Let's begin with a name you know, Thomas Edison. He wasn't just an inventor. He was the embodiment of relentless perseverance. When trying to invent the electric light bulb, he failed over 1,000 times. Journalist: Mr. Edison, how did it feel to fail 1,000 times? Edison: I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. It wasn't luck. It was stubborn faith, a refusal to quit. And that's the fire you need. Not perfection, persistence. Oprah wasn't always the queen of media. She was a girl from Mississippi, born into poverty, abused, and told she'd never amount to anything. Fired from her first television job for being unfit for TV. Oprah could have stopped there, but she didn't. She used her pain as a platform. She took rejection and turned it into redirection. Today, Oprah isn't just a billionaire. She's a beacon of hope, a reminder that your past does not define your future. What makes someone push through impossible odds? Psychologists say it's not talent or intelligence. It's something called grit. Grit is passion plus persistence over time. Studies by Dr. Angela Duckworth show that those who succeed, truly succeed, aren't the smartest. They're the most determined. So if you're tired, if you failed, if you feel behind, remember, you're not out of the game. You're just in the grit phase. Keep going. Before she created Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling was a single mother on welfare, battling depression, and writing in cafes because she couldn't afford heat. Her manuscript was rejected by 12 publishers. One even told her, children's books don't sell. But she believed in the power of her story. And because of that, millions believed in hers too. Imagine being locked in prison for 27 years. That's 9,855 days. That was Nelson Mandela's journey. Locked away for fighting apartheid, Mandela had every reason to become bitter. But instead of hatred, he cultivated hope. He walked out, not with vengeance, but with vision. He didn't just survive the sentence. He transformed a nation. Mandela's story reminds us, true resilience isn't just surviving hardship. It's choosing who you become because of it. Turning trials into triumph. Your story isn't over. Maybe your story isn't on TV or in history books, but it matters. Maybe you're fighting quiet battles. You're working night shifts, raising kids alone, chasing a dream no one else sees. You're not weak because you struggle. You're strong because you still show up. Resilience isn't always loud. Sometimes it's just taking the next step. Let's break down what sets resilient people apart. 1. Vision over circumstance. They focus on where they're going, not where they are. 2. Self-belief. They refuse to let doubt define them, even when no one claps. 3. Embrace the struggle. They understand pain is part of the process. 4. Gratitude and the grit. They find meaning in small victories. 5. They don't quit, even when it's hard, even when it's lonely, especially then. So what's your story? What mountain are you climbing? What dream have you buried? Today, Decide you're not done yet. That no rejection will stop your direction. That no failure will bury your fire. Write that book. Launch that business. Rebuild that life. Stand again. Because the world is changed not by perfect people, but by those who refuse to quit. You are stronger than your struggle, braver than your fears, and more capable than you think. This is Legacy Pathway, and your legacy begins now with the choice to persevere. If this inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment about the mountain you're climbing. We're building a community of fighters, believers, and pathfinders.